Hi, and welcome everybody to the Capgemini Intelligent Industry stage. We are concluding our Tuesday Hannover Messe presentations today with a very exciting Engineering the Next topic here. We're going to dive into the global drivers that are reshaping engineering. So I have the pleasure to introduce not just three colleagues of mine, but three friends, I'd like to say. We have Olivier, Eric, and Antoine. Join me on stage.
So, hello everyone. Thank you to be there for the last session of the day. I hope that you still have a bit of energy in your fuel cell or in your battery. We will try to go fast, okay? We are here to share with you the result of a survey. Let's say a survey, a series of interviews that have been conducted during the past weeks with a certain number of engineering executives from the automotive, legacy OEMs, Stellantis, Renault, but also new one like Singer. From aeronautics, Airbus, Thales, but also from the new space, the people that are now going to do the new launchers, or we will see new launcher services. And people also from academics, because those people are the ones that are currently training the future engineers that will prepare the future. What we have asked to them is what is their vision about the context they have to face today, and what is the necessary transformation they need to put in place. So this context is quite well known now, but it's about the environmental emergency, meaning the race for new energy, new powertrains, and new powertrains, and also the necessity to integrate sustainability in the complex decision making on everyday basis. Geopolitical instability, disruption risk, new way to do the things, new way to partnership. Customer expectations, versatility, request for hyper convenience, let's say also a mass customization need. So all these things are also structuring the way to transform the engineering domain and role. New players, new competition, China, America, and elsewhere. New players, newcomers are disrupting the way to do the things and put a lot of pressure in the system. And finally, this technology avalanche. When you go around the booth, you see how many new paradigms, new technologies have to be integrated and become native for the engineers. Okay? Everything is for sure reinforced by the strengthening of the regulations. And so it creates a kind of a context and a kind of a future for all the engineers of the world that can be described as such. Uncertain for sure, and it's probably not the best environment and the best way to reinsure engineers. Constrained because of new rules, new laws, new regulations, new paradigms. For sure, the necessity to integrate intelligence, AI and Gen AI, and collaborative, because it's the only way to face all those challenges, etc. And the result of all those response coming from all those executive engineers have been put in a framework, let's say like that, okay, to allow all those insights to be guidelines as engineering transformation. Antoine?
Alors, for the framework, in fact, we structure as a innovative business model for the company, and we focus just after. Below, we define an operating model of the engineering that we want to transform, and is supported by two pillars, the talent and leadership that Eric will explain, and digital enablers, where also we can call as process, method, and tools. And I think we give some more details. For the innovative business model, we have taken some examples. The fact that now engineering is more on customer-centric, service-centric than only the product. This is really, and we see with intelligent product and automations. Also what we call build to last to build to evolve is not only to conceive a product and to introduce and to stop, is also to see how the product and the service can evolve. And the third, also it's what you call continuous innovation loop, is even when the product has been launched, is how you comment iteration of the product. And this is a new business model, some example of new business model. Below business model of the enterprise, we have the what you call the engineering operating model, or new operating model. And on this, we consider that, again, the engineering should be more focused on the service than only on the product. And this we give some example. And also the way to be more agile, the way to conceive the product is also one of the elements. The second example or key point of the new operating model is the fact that engineering is not a cost center, but become a value center. And I think the engineering has also to drive the value, because engineering has a cost, but engineering has also a high value. And also the third is with the complexity of the product, of the service, we have also to create, engineering have to create a complex ecosystem and how to manage the supplier for this new way to conceive product and service. And from, I will not give the detail of the codes, but people that we interview, for space, people in charge mentioned that it's not anymore a launcher that they design, but a launch service, again as a service. The head of engineering of Renault considers that also due to the new product, you have also new business model. And the last is also with the modelization and simulations, you have also a lot of new opportunities for the engineering. Eric, it's your turn.
Yes. So after business model and operating model, so we have seen after our interviews that it's also a question of leadership and skills. It's anymore the case as we started our career 25 years ago. I remember I have to be a good engineer in hardware and software development. It's anymore the case. Huh? It's much more than that. Now it has to be also, it has to answer a purpose. It has to answer a determining factor that the people, they want to be well aligned about the purpose of the company and the way they operate. So it's really a question of acting with a sense, with a purpose for the people. It's a question of recruitment. Also, it will be a battle of talents. It will be necessary for the company to integrate new people and skills, but also make them collaborate. So it will be also very important to define the right tools to enable the cooperation of talent within the company. And we had also some interesting exchanging regarding the skills and the leadership styles necessary to make them the engineering evolve. So engineering leaders have to accumulate many skills. They have to be visionary, being able to motivate people, but also very pragmatic. So it's not a question only of being only visionary and pragmatic. It's a question to associate both of these and then inspire their engineering community.
Alors for, yeah, so.
Yes, so it's not possible for me to read the quote on the screens, but it's mentioning that the talents, so the battle for new jobs, the battle for being able to blend new capabilities, new talents, new skills, and make them develop within the company.
Alors for the digital enabler, we mentioned about business model, operating model, leadership and skill, and the last and the important pillar is the digital enabler, why we can call also process, method, and tools. For this, I will request to one of our key partners, Guillaume Vendroux, also in charge of CEO of Delmia, to also make a testimony. But before, I will continue to present the two topics. As a digital enablers, we have a digital continuity. This is a key topic. To summarize digital continuity, I will tell that is mainly the collaboration. So it's a story about tools, but also is a concept of collaborations where you try to generate collaboration between the different skills, internal, externals, and bring a lot of value to many activities. The second pillar is around connected data and generative AI. I think you cannot don't speak about Gen AI. I think we'll not do everything, but it's an important levers today around the digital and process method and tools. And also the virtual reality, the IoT, cloud, all these technologies that support the digital enablers. And the third pillar, which for me it's one of my hobby also, is all the modelization and simulations, and in particular the scenario modeling, where you can generate a lot of scenario and to find the right one. And to the questions that I can ask to you, Guillaume, because we are more engineering, and here we need to speak about also manufacturing. You have the double competence during your career. Today you represent Delmia manufacturing and manufacturing. What your customer today wants for the engineering and the manufacturing connections?
If that works, yes.
Yeah.
So I think there is three things that comes out as what our customers are requesting. The first one, and you mentioned it, this is relating to the shift from product-centric to, we call it, Dassault System experience-centric. And with the experience comes the notion of as a service, right? So a lot of engineering, whether product engineering or manufacturing engineering, are now pushing to package what they have to do, or even to delegate what they have to do in the form of an experience for their company. And so that gives them a lot of flexibility and agility. So that, I think, is a very big trend, which affects all of us, you and us, as we can help them doing that. The second is, you mentioned the instability or the volatility of the market, and that leads people to understand that they need to have a holistic view of things. So they need to take things from a top. That leads to two things. You mentioned MBSE, model-based system engineering. This is exactly what it is, if you think about it. System engineering is about looking at the holistic situations to be able to design the system, therefore the product. But this also means that they are looking for joining product engineering, manufacturing engineering, and supply chain as a whole, and be able to with a lot of agility, jump from one topic to another and integrate those three topics together. And the third topic goes with the ability to take decisions. Okay, so how to grow the autonomy of the team, or how can we provide smart support to their decision making? And obviously here, AI, ML is part of the picture, but not only. But the really key factor is to enable the workforce to take decision, because again, the speed at which decision can be taken close to the field is certainly one of the key of the agility. So I would say those three things: experience, integration or global holistic approach, and smart decision making are the three trends that I would see our customers are pushing for.
Okay, thanks a lot, Guillaume, for your testimony. And to conclude on this digital enabler Zoom, sorry, it's me. It's just two quotes. The first is to tell that the engineer of tomorrow, they have also to work on a business model, not only on the product. This is coming from university responsible. And the second quote around Gen AI is Gen AI, I think, will not replace engineers, but engineering without Gen AI will not be there in some years. Okay, thank you. And to conclude...
To conclude, we are in another message. The focus of this paper is engineering the next, probably a strong focus on product and system engineering. But what we are sure of is that fact that engineering the next means also engineering the next manufacturing, is also manufacturing the next, and is also servicing the next. It's obvious you can take the same framework about business model, for sure, to build something that is supposed to evolve will not be the same way than or the same way of manufacturing that to build something that is supposed to only to last. For instance, there is also all what is about all those important chunks about fabless, or on the contrary, to be able to cover the full value chain with vertical and horizontal integration. About operating models, it's by design. Okay, if you think system of system, if you think system of interest, the relationship between your design or your product and services design are for sure linked, and with the digital continuity, with your manufacturing engineering, with your manufacturing, and with your services. If you go to talent and leadership, I think that all our clients are suffering the same problems with the attractivity in the plants. Okay, and for sure, what we have said about engineering, this ability to integrate all those new technology, but to become again a talent magnet, is for sure linked also to the need of let's say have this. Well, I don't like the similarity of that, but let's manufacturing great again. Okay, important. And for sure, the digital enablers are also on the same continuity, meaning that digital or data-driven engineering is for sure the pillar before the data-driven operation, and it's once again all about advanced PLM, digital continuity, virtual commissioning, and then, for instance, metaverse or industrial metaverse to manage the operations. So it's just a summarize of what we have gathered in this framework in the white paper, Engineering the Next. If you want to have and to read it in extension, you have the QR code. Thanks for your listening. Do you have a question?
Thank you, guys. Are there any questions from the crowd?
All the responses are in the book.
Definitely. Download the report. It's very interesting. Fantastic. And that does conclude our day here, the second day at Hanover Messe. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, gentlemen.